The Last of Us is a generational video game, a timeless masterpiece. So much so they've given it a remaster, a sequel, a second remaster, a remaster to the sequel, and a multi-million-dollar TV show, all within a 12-year span. And it's really hard to say that the franchise isn't deserving of all these things. Now, saying that The Last of Us is a good game is like saying that the grass is green. Only brave statements on this channel, but where am I going with this? Oh yeah, I really like The Last of Us. We open up the game to Joel waking up his daughter Sarah sleeping on the couch. She hands him a box with a watch that she fixed up for his birthday, and after sharing a couple of jokes between the two, Sarah eventually falls asleep watching TV and Joel carries her upstairs to bed. Later into the night, she's woken up with a phone call from her Uncle Tommy, asking to talk to her dad about something important before the phone cuts out. Getting out of bed, we pick up a birthday card that she forgot to give to her dad. Inside, she writes about how her dad is never around and hates everything that she likes, yet still manages to be the best dad ever. And already we're given a great picture on their relationship. It's clear they're very close to one another, and even though their interests couldn't be further apart, they still rely heavily on one another. Sarah continues walking around the house, looking for her dad, and checking his bedroom. He's still nowhere to be seen, but he left his TV on, and after seeing what's going on,
what was that? Oh God.
explosions miles away shake the house. And I love this connection between the news on screen and what's happening around us in the game. But moving through the house, we see police cars driving by and you can hear distant car alarms and dogs barking. And walking into the kitchen, we pick up Joel's phone with messages and calls from Tommy trying to reach him. Continuing into his office, we finally find Joel walking in from the backyard, out of breath and looking for his gun, until...
Jimmy! Jimmy, stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you! Don't!
Now put yourself in Sarah's shoes. If at this point she wasn't already on the edge, here she must be utterly terrified. Joel then brings us outside where Tommy is waiting with his car. As we head for the highway, we drive past crashed cars, a burnt farmhouse, and a family asking for help, which we ignore, really portraying every man for himself. Heading into town, all the roads are completely blocked with everyone trying to get away, and here is our first look at just what the infected of this world is capable of as a man is ripped apart right in front of us. We quickly get away and take a different route into town, but everywhere we go we find crashed vehicles and people running everywhere, but eventually we find an opening and move forward. Pulling ourselves out of the wreckage, we get a much closer picture on the pure chaos going around us right now. Pulling Sarah out of the car, she's hurt her leg bad, and now, playing as Joel, we hand Tommy our gun and continue on foot, carrying Sarah in both arms. All around us we hear and see people dying, cars crashing, and more explosions. We cut through an alleyway and Tommy quickly leads us into a building with infected right behind us, but we make it through and continue on. A few infected catch up to us, but thankfully we have a nice soldier here to save our lives.
Shit. Please don't. Oh no. Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, 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 no. Please. 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 Please.
This is a scene that will stick with me for quite a while. As a prologue, this sets the tone for the rest of the game and really tells the player that this story isn't going to pull any punches. It gives me a similar feeling to the intro scene for The Walking Dead's pilot, where we see that infected little girl walking with a teddy bear right before Rick Grimes puts her down. But in The Last of Us, with this scene, we already know that this isn't going to be a happy story. Also, I'd like to say that the acting during this, especially from Hannah Hayes, is absolutely magnificent. Her shocked stammering during the scene where Joel shot that first infected, and her terrified squeaks and cries before she dies in Joel's arms is... man, I was almost in tears all throughout this part, and everyone acting did such an amazing job. I love pretty much everything that Troy Baker does, and I just love this shit, man. That's all you gotta know. We then cut to Joel 20 years later with a knock on the door. We're then introduced to Tess, Joel's romantic partner and also partner in crime. She looks a little roughed up and explains that after making a drop they had planned, she was jumped by a couple of men sent by some guy named Robert, who's clearly the bad guy, and we gotta go get him. And after leaving our apartment, we get a really good look at how the new world is decades after everything went down. You can hear a lady yelling orders through speakers, soldiers driving around, and it's clear that laws are very heavily enforced in the new world. It gives a similar vibe to the city in Half-Life 2 with a similar fascist and oppressive government, but anyways, we move through a checkpoint, and while this soldier checks our IDs, right in front of us, we're hit by a terrorist attack from a group called the Fireflies. We run for our lives and enter into a building. Sneaking through a hidden passageway, we reach our stash, and now we're out in the outside world. And man, I've gotta say it now, The Last of Us Part 1 looks really fucking good. And DLSS 4 is black magic, man, I swear to God. I'm a DLSS lover, only on quality mode, but any game that lets me use the newish DLSS 4 transformer model just makes every game's fidelity that much better, man, I swear to God. But making our way through, we need to move this ladder to reach the second story, and the team play with NPCs throughout the game is another thing that makes it all that more unique. In the basement, we come across airborne spores, which we need our gas masks to move through. And down here, we find a guy stuck under rubble with a broken gas mask. He asks us to kill him so he doesn't turn, and of course I do it, out of the kindness of my heart. Further along, we come across a few infected, and the game teaches us how to stealth kill. But this shit is not stealthy at all. They should definitely be hearing all this happening, but whatever. After taking them all down, we look around and find a letter from someone named Mark, writing to his brother, saying that they were headed for the quarantine zone, but didn't see the spores in time. And from this, it's very clear that Mark and the people that he was with were the infected that we just killed. All the little notes scattered around the game that you can find really expands the already fantastic world building and makes you think more about the people who were affected from all this. But after a bit more walking, we eventually get to where we need to be and get information on where we can find this Robert guy. After getting it, we go looking around and... oh wait, why are these boxes all hip level and perfectly spread apart? And... oh shit. Yeah, these guys give us a bit of trouble, but after dealing with them, we find more goons to make friends with and hug our conflicts out with, and finally catch up to Robert. After some very efficient interrogation tactics, he finally tells us that he sold the guns that he owed us to the Fireflies. And since he was such a good boy, we let him off scot-free, and I guess now we've got to find ourselves a Firefly. And just our luck, the leader of the Fireflies, Marlene, is right here with us. Why the fuck are you here? Anyways, she tells us that if we want our guns back, we gotta smuggle something out of the city for her. Of course, we agree and follow Marlene. And here, we're introduced to Ellie, our cargo. All we gotta do is smuggle her to the Capitol building where a group of Fireflies is waiting for us, come back, and all the guns that we can dream of will be ours. Simple. Ellie reluctantly trudges along with us as we leave Marlene and head back to our apartment in the quarantine zone. And as we settle down for a nap while we wait for Tess to get back from checking out the supplies, Ellie points out our broken watch, meaning that Joel has worn it every day for the last 20 years, ever since it was broken during the moment he lost Sarah. Waking up from our nap with the soft tapping of rain on the window, Tess finally returns, and without any idea on why Ellie is so important or for what reason we need to smuggle her for, now begins our journey to the Capitol building. Stepping out into the rainfall, we notice some patrols wandering around, which is a good sign that we might need to be doing some sneaking around. But for now, the coast is clear.
Don't do anything stupid.
The soldiers then start scanning us for infection, but once they get to Ellie, she seems to have other plans. Ellie is infected, and while everyone turns within 2 days, she seems to claim that her bite in the arm is 3 weeks old. But we don't have time to ask any questions as more soldiers head in our direction. Once we outrun them and get to a safe place, Ellie then starts to explain. Seemingly immune, she tells us that the Fireflies have their own quarantine zone where they're still trying to find a cure, and whatever happened to her is the key to finding the vaccine. And while Joel stays adamant about it, Tess holds on to that hope. So, come on Joel, let's get moving. Happy wife, happy life. Moving through fallen office and apartment buildings, now is where we really get a sense on the destruction present in the new world outside of quarantine zones. Civilization is in ruin and nature has reclaimed the land. And I don't want to say this all the time, but man does this game look good, especially with the rain. Entering into one of the toppled over buildings, we find a freshly ripped apart body, along with our first look at a dead clicker. Clickers are essentially infected who have been alive for so long that the fungi spread over their face and body, eventually making them go blind, both increasing their hearing ability and enabling them to use clicking as a sort of echolocation. So yeah, I sure am glad that this one's dead. After that encounter, we come across more clickers, which is where the game teaches you that throwing certain items will distract enemies, just like every other stealth game ever. And then after making it through a couple more areas and a whole subway station full of clickers, we eventually make it back outside. But not before being chased down by a horde of infected and having to huddle back inside. These guys really don't let us take a break, huh? But it's alright, since here we're introduced to our first workbench. Here we can upgrade each of our weapons individually by screwing something on our pistol magazine for faster reload speed. Simply ingenious. Continuing upstairs, we pull open some rubble to get through, and while Tess and Ellie make it, Joel doesn't get a chance and needs to find another way around. And sneaking past yet another area full of clickers, we hear a commotion coming from this room and find Tess struggling with an infected. But she's a strong independent woman, so she manages. After cleaning up some more infected, we edge ever so much closer to our destination, and man, you can't deny that view. Now on the last leg of our journey, before crossing some shallow water, Ellie lets us know that she can't swim, and for a kid that was born after the world went to shit, it makes sense. And after we finally make it inside, it doesn't look good. While Tess frantically searches for anything that tells us where to go next, Joel tries to convince her to stop and go back to the quarantine zone with him, since there doesn't look to be anything here for us anymore.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't! Don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
With a limited time remaining, Tess asks us to get Ellie to Tommy, who must have some history with the Fireflies, or at least we'll know what to do with her. But before we can say anything, more soldiers arrive outside, and against Joel's best wishes, Tess stays to hold them back and give us more time to escape. Now, with our crew down one member, we continue trekking on, almost out of obligation for Tess's sacrifice. Without looking back, Ellie and Joel get a move on, and hang on, why are these boxes so perfectly hip level and spread out? Holding our ground against more goons, we eventually make our way outside before heading down into the subway. And if we weren't already convinced, the fact Ellie can easily breathe in the spores without any problems must be more than enough proof of her immunity. After we make it back up outside into the fresh air, Ellie tries to talk to Joel about Tess's death, but before she can say anything, he cuts her off and sets some ground rules. Number 1, don't talk about Tess or really anything about each other's pasts. 2, don't tell anyone about her immunity. And lastly, whatever he says goes. But before we can just make a straight beeline and head to Tommy's to drop Ellie off, Joel mentions a friend nearby who might be able to get us a car, who goes by the name of Bill. And without a moment to spare, we return to our travels. Now, while The Last of Us is riddled with intense action and stealth slash parkour slash action slash shooty sections, it's here during these in-between intervals where the real game shows up, in the silence. There are many games that people would describe as basically movies, such as God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 to name a few, and other than the fact that people who share that opinion are blatantly incorrect, The Last of Us is definitely one of the more cinematic experiences that I've had in recent memory.
Fireflies. I mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry. I lost myself for a sec.
With it just being us two from now on, the game now starts to turn into more of a babysitting simulator, with Joel doing most of the heavy lifting while Ellie trails just behind, which, hell, it might as well be one of my favorite video game genres by now.
Come on.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill.
Swept off my feet by one of Bill's traps, which was a whole thing we had to go through, by the way. Don't worry about it, I just skipped over it.
There, that fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
While Ellie attempts to break Joel down, a horde of infected starts heading our way, and hanging upside down like this, we're a sitting duck. Eventually, she knocks the fridge over, cuts the rope, and finally we can stand on our own 2 feet again. But not before getting pinned to the ground once more, surrounded with infected. Yet, out of the blue, a man in a gas mask comes to save the day. This is Bill. He likes to live a quiet life, you know, aside from all the lethal explosive traps lying about. And at first, he seems just a bit reluctant to lend us a car. But after some convincing, he says he could manage to get some parts together and hook us up with a ride. But he'll need some favors from us first. And now that we have a chance, I want to talk about Bill from the TV show. In episode 3 titled Long Long Time, he pretty much gets a whole episode dedicated to him, and from season 1, This is one of my favorite episodes. Played by the brilliant Nick Offerman. At the start, he's shown as a paranoid, tinfoil hat wearing, patriotic, Second Amendment, hell yeah brother type of guy. He hides in his bunker while soldiers raid the neighborhood to quote unquote take the residents to a quarantine zone. He goes out and grabs as much petrol as he can carry, loots building supplies and materials, builds a fortified gate around the whole neighborhood, and lives a quiet life. Until he meets Frank, played by Murray Bartlett. Bill generously lets him have a hot shower with some fresh clothes, cooks him a warm meal with fine wine, and eventually grows old with him. In the game, while you're with Bill, he stays as this hard-shelled, grumpy old man. But in the show, although he usually is still just a grumpy old man, you get to see much more of his softer side, eventually ending in Bill and Frank passing away on their own terms, old, peaceful, and satisfied. But in the game.
Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner.
In the same house, we find the car that we were looking for, and searching around the place, we can find a note from Frank that says,
Bill, I doubt you'd ever find this note because you were too scared to ever make it to this part of town. But if for some reason you did, I want you to know I hated your guts. I grew tired of this shitty town, of your set in your ways attitude. I wanted more from life than this. You could never get that. And that stupid battery you kept moaning about. I got it. But I guess you were right. Trying to leave this town will kill me. Still, better than spending another day with you. Good luck. Frank.
if you head back to Bill, you can give him the note, but all he has to say is,
Well, that's how you feel. Well, fuck you too, Frank. Fucking idiot. You ready to go?
now, it's not like the game would have been able to give us the backstory that the show does for some side character that doesn't really play a big part to anything. And it does work for the game when you take in consideration the pacing and story beats so far. But it just makes the relationship between Bill and Frank seem bitter, and it doesn't give the proper grievances that I feel it deserves. While the show is able to capture that romance and deliver that heartbreaking yet sweet parting between the two, I don't know, I just think it's so great that the show expanded this almost nothing burger relationship between some random side character and a guy we didn't even get to meet, and it's just such a sweet episode. Actually, now that we are on the topic of the TV show, I got some beans I want to spill. First off, I've only seen the first season, so I ain't even discussing the second season. That's its own can of worms. But I think for a video game adaptation, it remains pretty faithful. The pacing can be off, and there are some things they did differently from the game just because they didn't have level design and gameplay to worry about. But while watching it alongside my playthrough, I enjoyed it, I guess. But seriously, come on guys, Bella Ramsey didn't deserve any of that hate. I do think that she was probably miscast as Ellie, but we gotta remember actors are people too. I just don't understand why everybody forgets that nowadays. Also, why the hell does Joel have an M4 so early on? This is endgame loot, my guy. But with that, Bill leaves us with the car, and we keep moving forward.
Oh, I'm sure your friend will be missing this tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Light on the reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
Well, hold your horses. I want to see what all the fuss is about. Oh, why are these all stuck together? I'm just fucking with you. Bye-bye, dude. shit. Are we gonna help him?
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
Now jumped by bandits with the car in a wreck, Joel goes John Wick on some guys who get close to dear old Ellie, and once we dealt with the last of them, we were on foot from now on. Moving further into the city, we come across a seemingly abandoned quarantine checkpoint, but after a closer look, it doesn't seem that abandoned after all. You see, here in the Pittsburgh quarantine zone, people got tired of the oppressive fascist management from the military and took over control themselves. But at the same time, they enveloped new rules and created an even more controlling and fascist government over the people living inside, which we'll explore more on later. But while taking out 50 odd bandits without a single one of them knowing what's going on, at least I have Ellie's jokes to keep me company.
A moon rock tastes better than an earthly rock because it's meteor.
Moving along, we catch more hunters heading into a hotel building, but during this section of Ellie can't swim, so let's get Joel to do all the work, we notice some kind of makeshift tank rolling on the bridge in front of us, followed by screams from a woman and gunshots. Yeah, this place is bad. So Joel makes the executive decision to cut through the hotel to get to where we need to go, which definitely can't go bad at all. So anyways, it gets bad, but we manage and head into the elevator shafts to reach the upper floors. Now separated from Ellie with potentially more hunters in the area, we need a rendezvous pronto. And after attempting to turn on the generator to get at least a little bit of much needed lighting, it's just my luck that I'm not alone in these waters. But after clearing enough out to give myself time to switch on the generator, we need to make like a tree and leave. But not without having to face yet another bloater. We first came across one of these guys back with Bill, but I didn't get a chance to talk about them, but they mega suck. You better hope you're almost stacked up with Molotovs and ammo because they just eat them all up like jelly beans at a fat kid's birthday. But after a couple of tries, I won't lie, I eventually take it down and finally get moving. This is the first time Ellie has killed a human being. Up until this point, we really haven't gotten much time to bond with Ellie. Since we lost Tess, other than the occasional conversation in the quiet moments or on the small walks in between locations, it's just been action after action. But it's at this point of the game where something I like to call the father arc really begins. Picking up a leftover rifle from some dead guy on the balcony, we notice a lot of bad guys standing around. Joel decides he's going to go down and clear them up, but Ellie gets tired of being told to stay and being dragged around like she's on a leash. Because throughout our journey thus far, Ellie has been treated as just an irresponsible little kid and is usually just pushed aside because of that. So for once, Joel actually lets her make the tough decisions and teaches her the basics on how to use a rifle. Now with our master marksman up above helping us out, it's time to get down to business. And I'm not going to drag it out, but this section took me about 20 minutes just because of how ratty these guys are, and just because of how bad my aim is on controller. But finishing them all up, Joel finally trusts Ellie enough to hold her own handgun. For emergencies only. Moving through the city once again, slowly making our way towards the bridge, we come across yet another group of bad guys gunning down a couple of helpless people in the streets just for scraps. And further along, we have to sneak past another group of bandits, but I make quick work of them. Eventually our escapade ends with us scaling a building and entering into the safety of an apartment. This is Sam and his older brother Henry. As I'm sure it's obvious by now, making friends in the apocalypse nowadays is a little bit harder than it used to be, but with a hefty journey still yet to get through, I guess they'll be staying with us for the time being. Henry and Sam, like us, are also trying to get out of the city as fast as we can and contact the Fireflies, and thankfully they know their way around the area better than us. Being an older brother taking care of his younger brother alone, they share a similar relationship as Joel and Ellie do, and they also live by their own rules, as Henry tells Sam to put a toy he grabbed off a shelf back, because they only take what they need, showing that these guys can be trusted, especially once they bring us to the hideout to crash for the night. But we can't just joke around all day, we gotta start planning. Close by is the outpost where the bandits are guarding the bridge, and just outside the city is a radio station that we can use to reach the Fireflies. So come nightfall, it's game time. Sneaking up to the outpost, we quickly take out each guy, one by one, and only just making it through the gate, we rush to the bridge just beyond. Climbing a truck, Sam and Henry make it up, but the ladder breaks on Ellie's turn, leaving the two brothers to rush off without us. Ducking through the building to the side, we get past the second gate before the armored trucks bust through and chase us down.
How many bullets do you have left?
They're gonna kill us.
What other choice do we have?
We jump.
No, it's too high and you can't swim. I'll boost you up, you run past them.
You'll keep me afloat.
Ellie!
No time to argue.
Ellie! God damn it! Ah!
Henry! He's awake!
Hey, you. We're alive.
Battered and bruised, but still alive, we awake on the shore. Obviously pissed, Joel intimidates Henry, but they did save us, and if Joel was in their position, would he have gone back for them? Now almost back to buddy buddies, we split up and search around for supplies. Inside of a beach boat, we find a note left from a guy named Ish.
Well, it's looking like I've dodged the chaos and mayhem long enough. My time out at sea is coming to an end. I'm short on supplies, and this boat has seen better days. And you know what? This was bound to happen sooner or later. I guess it's time to go see what's left of mankind. What could possibly go wrong, right? If you happen to find my skeleton, please don't step on my skull. Thanks.
Soon we come across a sewer entrance, and just inside is another note from that Ish fellow.
I'm gone for a few months and the world doesn't waste any time going to shit. Everywhere you turn there's infected and non-infected trying to kill you. Mankind is back to the food chain, baby. Kind of shocked I've survived this long. These sewers seem pretty safe. Limited exits and entrances make it easier to defend. And if anyone gets in here, I can lose them in the maze. I might not be tough, but I am quick. Maybe I just need to bide my time down here until all gets sorted up there. I think I'll become a sewer mole man for a while.
It's obvious a pretty large group of people were living down here for a long time. We can find traps, fortifications, supplies, toys, and children's drawings. And lying around, we find yet another note from Ish.
Hey Susan, I just wanted to drop you a quick line and say these rain catchers were a great idea. Super smart to gather water without leaving the place. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the kids a couple of water guns. So of course, I've been drenched all day. If you don't want them to have it, just let me know, and I'll take them back. See you at dinner tonight. Fair warning though, Kyle is making his special meatloaf again.
Well, something had to have happened here. It's clear that the people taking refuge here had become a community. They looked after one another, cared for one another, and were a family. Coming across a closed door, inside we find more toys, a chalkboard, and bodies, with another note laying beside them.
We're trapped. I think everyone else is dead. Some of the little ones are with me. I got infected pounding at the door. I don't know how long we'll hold out. If Ish and the others are alive, maybe they can reach us. If it comes down to it, I'll make it quick.
Further down the tunnels is another open area with a mat with letters on it, a crib, more paintings and learning material, and obviously this is, or was, a classroom at its best, or a nursery at its worst. Once outside, we walk through a suburban neighborhood with plenty of decaying houses, and in one of these houses we can find another note from Kyle, one of the guys who lived in the sewers.
That skinny man approached us again. He traded more of his bullets for some of our food. He offered us to join him in his hideout. He says it's secure and, more importantly, hidden. Easily defendable is how he described it. He said that the only reason he trusts me is because I have kids. I don't think we can stay here anymore. He seems like a trustworthy guy. I'm gonna suggest to everyone tomorrow that we take him up on his offer.
Just from this short sequence of notes, we can piece together an idea of what happened here. Ish ran his boat aground and took refuge inside the sewers close by. Soon after discovering the world has gone to shit, it seems he decides that these sewers are safe and defendable enough to turn it into a home. Eventually, he starts making trades and friends with the local neighborhood, eventually inviting them into his hideout, and seemingly losing hope without too many options. Everyone agrees and takes him up on his offer, and for a while, everyone was happy. They were safe, they had supplies, they provided. But good things never last long. Just this little bit of world building from itty bitty collectibles in this in-between area of the game gives us so much insight on what it was like for the people who went through this, even though we can only see the aftermath. And for a hidden story like this with such emotion to be so easily missed by most players, this is one of my favorite parts of The Last of Us.
Look it out! Fucking sniper. Did you see where it came from? Somewhere down the street.
Pinned down from a sniper down the road, we gotta somehow make our way down there without getting clipped. Pushing past more bandits hunting us down and ducking from cover to cover, we eventually find ourselves sneaking through the back door and heading up towards the sniper's lookout. Taking him down, it's time the hunted became the hunter as more bad guys come for the rest of the group. Eventually they call in their heavy guns, but with a well-timed shot and an unlucky man's Molotov, they get dealt with. But now, in a true Left 4 Dead style cliche, the Horde is coming. But after all said and done, we get the fuck out of there and camp out for the night. While Joel and Henry bond over motorcycles, Ellie goes to check up on Sam. Sam asks how she isn't scared, and Ellie replies with,
Scorpions are pretty creepy.
but also being by herself and ending up alone. Sam then tells her that he's scared that people who are infected are still inside, trapped with no control over their body. He's scared of that happening to him. Of course, Ellie tells him that's stupid. Obviously that isn't the case, and she pulls out the toy he left behind that she went back and grabbed for him.
Alright, I'm pooped. I'll see you tomorrow. Damn, that smells good.
Good morning.
Where's Sam?
I let him sleep in for once.
Oh,
Well, if you want him to join us, you can go wake his ass up.
okay. Sam?
What the hell? Shit, he's turning! That's my fucking brother! Screw it!
Shit!
Ellie? Ellie, are you alright?
Oh my god.
Sam?
Oh no.
Sam?
Henry? Ellie, stay there. Henry?
What have you done?
I'm gonna get that gun from you, okay? Oh, okay, easy.
This is your fault.
This is nobody's fault, Henry.
It's all your fault.
Henry! Henry, no!
Oh my god. Jackson County. Means we're close to Jackson City, right?
Should be more than a few miles.
You ready to see dear old brother?
I'm just ready to get there.
You nervous?
I don't know what I'm feeling.
With Tommy just a hop, skip, and a jump away, we find ourselves at a hydroelectric power plant. Now, while we haven't seen Tommy since, well, the start of all of this, the last time Joel saw Tommy was during a disagreement. Tommy saw the world one way, Joel saw it the other, and looking for hope and a safer future, Tommy joined the Fireflies, until he eventually quit. In his last words to Joel, he said something along the lines of,
I don't ever want to see your goddamn face again.
so let's just hope for a happy family reunion.
That's too small of a grave.
I forgot to leave that stupid robot on his grave. What should I do with it?
Ellie,
What? I want to talk about it.
no.
Why not?
How many times do we need to go over this? Things happen, and we move on.
It's just...
That's enough.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Let's get to Tommy's.
Soon enough, we find ourselves at the gates to the hydro plant.
Don't even think about reaching for your weapon. Tell the girl to drop hers now.
Ellie, do as the lady says.
Hey.
Please tell me you're lost.
Oh, we didn't know the place was occupied. We're just trying to make our way through.
Through to where?
They're all right.
But you know these people?
Know him. He's my goddamn brother.
Tommy.
Reunited with Tommy at last, we find out he has a community nearby. A town with families and working electricity from this hydro plant he's been working at. Electricity, horses, a loving wife. Tommy's done pretty good for himself. Going inside for a tour, Joel and Tommy go to check out the power plant starting back up, while Tommy's wife Maria and Ellie goes to grab a meal. But being stuck with a bunch of strangers, Ellie tries to stick by Joel's side, but eventually she obliges. Reaching into a bag, Tommy says that last year he went back to Texas to grab some of their stuff, and he has a present for Joel, an old picture of him and Sarah at a sporting event. But Joel doesn't want any of it. After getting the power plant turned back on, Joel and Tommy get to talking business.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Well, go on then.
She's immune.
All right. I'll bite.
Joel explains that all he needs is to hand off Ellie for Tommy to take to the Fireflies, while he just borrows some gear to get on his way. Tommy finishes their journey, collects the reward, and contributes to the development of a cure, while Joel, well, gets on with things, returning to whatever he has left. Tommy says Joel can take some gear if he wants, but he ain't taking the girl.
Bring you the cure from mankind, and you want to play the pissy little brother?
We ain't back in Boston. You lay your hands on me again, it won't end well for you.
The hell is that?
We're under attack. You still remember how to kill, right?
Yeah.
Attacked by bandits, we make our way back through the power plant, clearing out every intruder we can find.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Joel! Oh man, they were coming in from every direction, then Maria was like, we gotta run, and so we dove over these tables, and this huge guy blasted with a shotgun.
Slow down. Listen, hey, are you hurt?
No.
God damn it. I need to talk to you.
Absolutely not. You tell him to go find somebody else.
Maria, I can't have it.
While Tommy tries to explain why he has to do this job to Maria, Ellie asks Joel if Tommy told him where the Firefly's lab is, and Joel says they'll talk about it later. Tommy confirms he'll do the job, but in Ellie's huff, she took a horse and ran off. Finding our inner Arthur Morgan, we chase Ellie down the roads and through the forests until we run into a group of bandits. Pushing past, we get back on the trails and find the horse Ellie took by this old ranch. And in a bedroom upstairs, we find her reading an old diary from a girl who used to live here.
Get up. We're leaving. Come on.
And if I say no?
Do you even realize what your life means? Huh? Running off like that, putting yourself at risk? It's pretty goddamn stupid.
Well, I guess we're both disappointed with each other then.
What do you want from me?
Admit that you wanted to get rid of me the whole time.
Tommy knows this area.
Oh,
better
fuck
than...
that.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And...
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. So don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter. And I sure as hell ain't your dad. And we are going our separate ways.
Get it together. We're not alone.
Cut short yet again, we get ambushed by more bandits, which we yet again deal with, and we hop back on our horses and head off. And after a quick journey, we arrive into town.
There she is. Kids will be watching movies tonight.
Where is this lab of theirs?
It's all the way out, University of Eastern Colorado.
Go Bighorns. Ellie, get off your horse. Give it on back to Tommy. I'm gonna hang on to this fella, if that's all right with you. Go on, don't make me repeat myself.
What are you doing?
Your wife kind of scares me. I don't want her coming after me.
Sorry for stealing your horse.
Look, come back to town. Let's discuss it at least.
You know me, my mind's all made up. University, Eastern Colorado. How do I find this lab?
It's in the science building. Looks like a giant mirror. You can't miss it.
Take care of that wife of yours.
There's a place for you here, you know?
You good?
I'm good.
Adios, little brother.
Making it to the university, we're on the final leg of our journey. On the balcony of a nearby building, we can find a leftover note from a Firefly member, indicating that there were lookouts here and they have to be around here somewhere. And searching around the campus some more, we can find the old university students still mucking around and causing a ruckus. Exploring an abandoned dorms building, we drop down and get caught in a group of clickers, but Joel handles things and takes down the big boy. Back outside, we finally reach the building we needed, surrounded with plenty of military tents. Yet, it all seems quiet. Too quiet. Moving a dumpster, we quickly sneak in through the back door and get to investigating. And after picking apart empty room after empty room, we eventually make our way upstairs. And here we find a voice recording from one of the scientists who are stationed here.
We lost 2 more guards to infected attacks. They're about to go have another goddamn meeting about the safety of this lab. All of our equipment is here. All of our data is here. All the personnel have gotten used to living here. I'm gonna run another test. Otherwise, this incompetence will drive me insane.
Seemingly, we've once again arrived just after the Fireflies leave, and I swear to God, if these guys keep dragging us further for this goddamn goose chase, I'll...
Shit.
So they probably could.
Oh, clickers don't hide.
Fireflies, they've all left.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm dead. Or I will be soon. Got me some time to reflect. Been years that felt like we were... Fucking thing was a giant waste of time. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Come on.
Looking for the others. They've all returned to St. Mary's Hospital in Salt Lake City. You'll find them there. Still trying to save the world. Good luck with that.
Do you know where that is?
I know the city.
Is it far?
It ain't close. I mean, on horseback.
What? The Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh!
In classical fashion, we don't get too long of a break before getting attacked by bandits, so just like usual, this should be a piece of cake.
You asshole!
Oh man. Joel? Oh.
I'm gonna need you to pull.
Okay. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's get to the damn horse.
With Joel in a tough spot, Ellie covers us while we struggle to make it back to the horse.
Fuck. Oh shit!
Come on.
Just get the horse.
All right. Can you get on? I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh, get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
Now, it's at this point where the Left Behind DLC takes place in the story, and we cut to a flashback of Ellie back in the quarantine zone. This is Riley. Her and Ellie used to be roommates until she ran off over a month ago and joined the Fireflies.
Put some pants on and let's go.
I'm so dumb.
Come on. When have we ever gotten into trouble?
Shit. Come on, give me something. Fuck! Oh, here we go.
After escaping the university, Ellie's been taking care of Joel and keeping him alive long into the winter, while occasionally leaving to look for medical supplies. And luckily, today we find a medical helicopter, which hopefully has something we could use.
Here we go. You dick! That's 2 times today!
How the hell did we never find this place?
Sneaking out in the middle of the night, we break into a nearby shopping mall as Riley leads us to some cool special place she wants us to see. On our way, we play a game to see who's the fastest at smashing the most windows on a car with a brick, and after I easily win, just trust me on that, We go to switch the main power on.
All that stuff I said before I left. I didn't mean any of it.
Riley, you're such a sap.
Bet you started it.
Oh, man.
Are you ready?
Totally. Are you kidding? How the hell do I get up there?
In order to reach the helicopter, we need to turn on the power to get this gate open, and downstairs, we find what we're looking for. But of course, nothing comes easy. After dealing with a few surprised guests, we find a bit of juice left in some of these trucks, and finally, we keep on trucking. Passing the gate, the helicopter is just within reach. All we need is just a little jump and...
Please be in here, please be in here. I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you go.
Are you ready?
Totally. Are you kidding?
Man, you can't deny that view. With the whole mall to ourselves, we mess about on the carousel, share a couple of puns with the old fandangled pun book, play an arcade machine with our imagination, and Riley tells us that she has to leave. This whole night out was really just her way of saying goodbye to Ellie.
You want my advice? Go. Come on, let's just say our goodbyes.
I'm gonna go check out this music.
Riley. Riley! God damn it.
While looking for Riley, we take out some of our anger on this mannequin, but we soon find her admiring the pretty lights. Her and Ellie argue and bicker for a little bit, but we can save this argument for later. We play yet another game which I easily win, trust me on that as well, but we can't be messing about all night. Ellie has to get back to her room before morning, so as one last goodbye, Ellie and Riley share a special moment between the two of them, and...
Wait. Riley! Joel!
With the med supplies on hand, we're tracked down by another large group of hunters, noticeably pissed after we left all their friends dead back at the university. We sneakily move back through the mall, taking out both the hunters and infected as we go, hoping to get back to Joel before they do. And after a short while, we take down the last of them and head back to fix up Joel. After luckily making it past the previous infected, we quickly duck through the rest of the mall, trying to reach the exit. And after a few close calls, we hurry up some scaffolding with freedom just in sight.
Hold on, give me your hand! I think it's clear.
Ellie. Ellie, your arm.
No, 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 no. What are we gonna do?
The way I see it, we got two options. Option one, you take the easy way out. It's quick and painless. I'm not a fan of option one. Two, we fight.
Fight for what? We're gonna turn into one of those things.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I don't want to give that up. My vote? Let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
What's option 3?
Sorry. Come on. Let's get out of here.
As we know, Ellie survives due to her immunity and whatnot, but we can assume that while waiting together for their deaths, Riley turns while Ellie doesn't. While you're playing as Ellie, checking her pockets, you can find a note left for her from her mother.
Ellie, I'm going to share a secret with you. I'm not a big fan of kids, and I hate babies. And yet, I'm staring at you, and I'm just awestruck. You're not even a day old, and holding you is the most incredible thing I've done in my life. A life that is about to get cut a little short. Marlene will look after you. There's no one in this world I trust more than her. When the time comes, she'll tell you all about me. Don't give her too much of a hard time. Try not to be as stubborn as me. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty messed up world. It won't be easy. The thing you always have to remember is that life is worth living. Find your purpose and fight for it. I see so much strength in you. I know you'll turn out to be the woman you're meant to be. Forever, your loving mother, Anna. Make me proud, Ellie.
And this is one of the only few pieces of information that we get about Anna for the whole game. It's implied that Marlene eventually finds Ellie somehow, and she stays with her until Joel and Tess pick her up. But during this short couple of weeks, it would have been absolutely traumatizing for Ellie. Within a matter of moments, she's lost all hope for her life and her future together with her best friend. And convinced their time was short, Ellie and Riley wait it out together until Riley passes and Ellie continues. Throughout the game, you can see this loss and fear from Ellie. When Sam asks her about her biggest fear, she opens up, and it's the same when Joel tries to leave her with Tommy. Ellie lost her mother shortly after she was born. She grew up basically alone in the quarantine zone and lost Riley. Then she's passed off from Marlene to a couple of strangers. Everyone she has cared for has either died or left her behind. Now deep into the winter, we continue playing as Ellie while hunting for food. Noticing a deer, we go chasing after it, and finding the right shot, we nail it in the leg. Following its blood trail, we chase it down to this old abandoned cabin, and find its body out in the open.
Who's there? Come out!
Hello? We just want to talk.
Any sudden moves and I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for buddy boy over there. What do you want?
The man with the rifle tells us his name is David and his friend is James, and they come from a larger group with women and children and are low on food and supplies. Ellie says she's also from a larger group, and David asks if she'd be willing to trade for some of that deer. She then politely asks,
Medicine! Do you have any antibiotics?
We do? Back at the camp. You're welcome to follow us
I'm
back.
not following you anywhere. Buddy boy can go get it. He comes back with what I need. The deer is all yours. Anyone else shows up...
You put one right between my eyes.
That's right.
2 bottles of the penicillin in a syringe. Make it fast. Go on.
Taking the rifle from David, they decide to take shelter from the cold while they wait for Buddy Boy.
You had another gun?
Sorry.
Now in a game of classic World at War zombies, we try to keep the infected away from the windows like it's round 7 with a Kar 98 wall by. Quickly overwhelmed, we cut through the side door and keep heading through the rest of the building. And after one short fight with the big guy and clearing out the rest of the infected, we head back to our deer.
A few weeks back, I sent a group of men out to a nearby town to look for food. Only a few came back. They said that the others had been slaughtered by a crazy man. And get this, he's a crazy man traveling with a little girl. You see, everything happens for a reason. Don't get upset. It's not your fault. You're just a kid. James, lower the gun.
No way, David. I'm not gonna let her go.
Lower the gun. Now give her the medicine.
The others won't be happy about this.
Yeah, well, that's not your concern.
Move the fuck out of the way.
You won't survive long out there. I can protect you.
No, thanks.
Hurrying back to the house Ellie is staying in, we see that Joel is still alive, but not doing so well. But with the antibiotics she picked up, hopefully things will get better. Sneaking out, Ellie gets back on the horse, hoping to lead them away, but...
Hey, I got him! Get your ass over here! What are you waiting for? Shoot her! But David said... Fuck David! No! Shoot her now!
We race away, dodging every bullet and hunter trying to rush us, until... Now on foot, we need to pull our best Solid Snake impression, and running down the hill into the cabin, we make it out, for now. Until, of course, we find more bad guys who are still upset about their friends back at the university. Like, come on, forgive and forget, that was ages ago by now. Now, at this point, I have to say, when it comes to gameplay, the switch to Ellie is a welcome change. Being much smaller, stealth is easier and she feels much more agile and nimble during combat. And while our loadout has decreased significantly from Joel's, it is kind of fun having to manage your resources more seriously. But especially with the addition of her stiletto knife, takedowns are much easier for humans and infected, and it's a nice feeling not having to find a new melee weapon or craft a shiv every 5 minutes. But taking the bad guys out like a boss, we keep moving and find ourselves at a sort of ski resort.
Relax! Keeping you alive here. There you go. There you go. How are you feeling?
Super.
Here. You should eat. I know you're hungry. You've been out for quite some time.
What is it?
It's deer.
With some human helping on the side?
No. No, I promise. It's just the deer meat.
You're a fucking animal.
Hoping that we don't get cut up into tiny pieces, and considering how many men we've killed, David says we need to be more honest with him. It's the only way he can convince the others to let us stay.
You stupid little girl. You are making it very difficult to keep you alive. What am I supposed to tell the others now?
Ellie.
What?
Tell them that Ellie is the little girl that broke your fucking finger!
How did you put it? Hmm? Tiny pieces. See you in the morning, Ellie. Ellie. Ellie?
With Joel up and active, he stumbles out of the house and takes care of the hunters patrolling nearby.
Gotcha, asshole! Finish him off! Get him still! Oh, shit! Handcuff me. Let me go, I'll fuck you up.
Now, the girl. Is she alive?
What girl? I don't know no girl. Fuck!
Focus right here, right here. I'll pop your goddamn knee off. The girl.
She's alive. She's David's newest pet.
Where?
In the town. In the town.
Now you're gonna mark it on the map. And it better be the same exact spot your buddy points to. Mark it.
It's right there. You can verify it. Go ask him.
Go on. I tell you, I ain't lying. I ain't.
Fuck you, man. He told you what you wanted. I ain't telling you shit.
That's all right. I believe him.
No, wait!
Wakey, wakey. Come on.
Let's go! Stop!
I warned you.
I'm infected! I'm infected!
Really?
So are you. Right there. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it!
I'll play along.
What'd you say? Everything happens for a reason, right?
What the hell is that? She would have turned by now. It can't be real.
Looks pretty fucking real to me.
Somehow escaping, we need to get very, very far away from these creeps. Using the blizzard for cover and ducking in between buildings, we pick off every hunter we can find, one by one.
You're easy to track. How did you do it?
With no other way out and us two alone, we sneak to and from the rows of tables and counters, occasionally jumping for attacks when we can.
That was good, kid. It's gonna be all right.
1, 2. In Joel's condition, he manages to make it into town and comes in guns blazing, making sure to leave no witnesses.
Don't kill me, please. Please let me go.
Holy shit.
Ellie.
I knew you had heart. You know, it's okay to give up. Ain't no shame in it. I guess not. Just not your style, is it? You can try begging.
Fuck you.
You think you know me? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. You have no idea what I'm capable of. Stop! Stop!
Fucking touch me!
It's okay. It's me. It's me. It's me. Look. It's me.
He tried to...
Oh, baby girl. It's okay. It's okay.
Joel.
It's okay.
Did you hear me?
No. What?
Look. Hospital. This is where we get off. Let's go, kiddo.
With the cool breeze and warm sunshine in our eyes, we make it to the edge of Salt Lake City, with the hospital just in sight on the horizon.
So, is everything you were hoping for?
It's got its ups and downs, but you can't deny the view, though.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Moving into an underpass, we fight, hopefully, our last group of infected before getting past and pushing further down the flooded tunnel. And through a crack in the roof, we get a glimpse of our destination.
Whoa! Ellie, move! I got it.
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on.
Welcome to the Fireflies.
We awake in the hospital bed with Marlene by our side, and she assures Joel that they brought Ellie back and she's somewhere safe.
Take me to her.
You don't have to worry about her anymore. We'll take care
I
of her.
worry. Just let me see her, please.
You can't. She's being prepped for surgery.
The hell do you mean, surgery?
The doctors tell me the cordyceps, the growth inside her, has somehow mutated. It's why she's immune. Once they remove it, they'll be able to reverse engineer a vaccine. A vaccine.
But it grows all over the brain.
It does.
Find someone else.
There is no one else.
Listen, you were gonna show me where...
Stop. I get it. But whatever it is you think you're going through right now is nothing to what I have been through. I knew her since she was born. I promised your mother I would look after her.
Then why are you letting this happen?
Because this isn't about me, or even her. There is no other choice here.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
March him out of here. He tries anything, shoot him. Don't waste this gift, Joel.
What the fuck are you doing? Keep walking. I said keep walking. Where was the operating room? I ain't got time for this. Where? Top floor, the far end.
The smuggler, he's in here.
With only one mission, Joel will do anything to reach her. 1, 2, 5, 15, 30 men. Picking up an M4 from one of the bodies scattered on the floor, nothing can stop him. Locking the door behind him, he sprints upstairs, and we can find voice recordings and journal entries from scientists and Marlene talking about how unique Ellie's condition is. If they replicate it, this could be a huge discovery. Humanity is saved.
Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing in here? I won't let you take her. This is our future. Think of all the lives we'll save.
No! Fucking animal!
Carrie, shut the hell up.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit.
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then what? How long before she's torn to pieces by a pack of clickers? That is, if she hasn't been raped and murdered first.
It ain't for you to decide.
It's what she'd want. And you know it. Look. You can still do the right thing here. She won't feel anything.
What the hell am I wearing?
Just take it easy. Drugs are still wearing off.
What happened?
We found the fireflies. Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. People that are immune. There's dozens, actually. Ain't done them a damn bit of good, neither. They've stopped looking for a cure. I'm taking us home. I'm sorry.
Wait! Let me go. Please.
You just come after her.
Well, looks like we're walking.
Should be a straight shot through here.
All right.
I don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked her. I know she'd have liked you.
Bet I would have.
All right, come on.
Hey, wait. Back in Boston, back when I was bitten, I wasn't alone. My best friend was there, and she got bit too. We didn't know what to do. So, she says, let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together. I'm still waiting for my turn.
Ellie.
Her name was Riley, and she was the first to die. And then it was Tess. And then Sam.
None of that is on you.
You don't understand.
I struggled for a long time with surviving. And you... No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. Now, I know that's not what you want to hear right now.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
Obviously, The Last of Us is always eating good with the amount of praise everyone piles up on it, but it's clear to see why that is. It's an incredibly well-made game with a beautiful story worth more than the sum of its parts. And while its level design can sometimes seem dated by now, to this day it is still ahead of its time by even most modern single-player story games. And don't even ask me about The Last of Us Part 2, I'm planning to play it pretty soon, don't worry. There's no doubt that The Last of Us is not only one of the greatest games of all time, but also one of the most influential. In 2013, when the original game came out, it was a product of the zombie craze going around in that era, but it somehow managed to stay in the spotlight with an intriguing and heartfelt story of a father who lost his daughter, finding himself again on a journey with a young girl, and a terrifying and depressing adventure of a young girl always close to breaking after experiencing the worst mankind has to offer. It's not only a video game, but a journey. And yap, sappy, glug, glug. Like and subscribe. This video has been my pride and joy to work on throughout this year, and now, 6 months in the making, over 7,500 words, 230 gigabytes of footage, and hours upon hours of editing. I'm so proud of this video, and I'm so glad to see it finally finished. But firstly, I'd very much like to thank the people who helped voice the many notes found in the game. Oliver, Lord KFC, Flying Toad, and Rakefire Impala. Thank you so much for your help. All their links can be found in the description. For those of you who are still watching up to this point, again, like and subscribe, and comment if you're feeling saucy. It really helps me out a ton. Also, for those that don't know, I do have a second channel, and other than my monthly games I've played videos, I've been uploading edited videos of my streams on there, and I'm going to keep doing them, so go check it out. But seriously, the biggest way you can support me is if you guys become a channel member. Woo! I really want to keep doing more of these types of videos, so if you'd be willing to financially support me further and chuck a couple of bucks to me every month, it'd seriously help out a ton. Plus, you get some cool perks for it. But in all seriousness, subscribing and watching all my content is just the best way to help me out, so thank you guys again. But yeah, expect more videos like this. I got a bunch planned, so other than that,